Most Albion players are sleeping on one of the best passive silver making methods in the entire game. I'm talking about making millions of risk-free silver every day without any PvP or PvE, without gathering, just by logging into the game for 5 to 10 minutes. The secret is laborers in houses and guild halls. Today, I'll show you exactly how to set it up most effectively so you can start printing silver while you chill and enjoy other aspects of the game. Hello, I'm Super Puff, and let me present to you the ultimate guide to laborers and guild halls. In this video, first I will showcase my own guild islands, then we'll start off with how to set up your island and houses, guild island and guild hall, utilization of houses, laborers, how do laborers work, how to set up your laborers most effectively, ways to profit from your laborers, how much profit you can expect, profit from your guild hall, and in the end I'll add some veteran tips as always. Here I would like to tell you guys that for my next giveaway I will be giving away a 7-day premium to a lucky subscriber, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep up with the videos so you can take part in the giveaway. Let's dive in. I have been playing this game for almost 4 years now, and in my American server account I have many personal islands and many guild islands, but all total 10 personal islands, and for guild halls I have 7 guild islands. All my guild islands are set up with laborers. Most of them are tier 8 or tier 7 guild halls, and I have set them up with tier 7 or tier 8 laborers. And as you can see, I have full furniture and all the trophies and all that good stuff, and everything is totally optimized. And in this video I'm gonna show you how to do this so you can make passive income yourself. Just keep in mind, these are very huge investment that I did, almost in billions, if not millions. Like even one guild hall takes around 200, 300 or even 500 million silver if you want to max it out with tier 8 laborers. So I have set up almost 7 of them, and in my personal islands also I have set up plenty of laborers, and I do a plenty of farming myself. So let's get into the video so you can set it up yourself, something like this, and you can make a huge amount of profit and huge amount of passive silver yourself. At the end of the video, I'll share with you how much silver I make per day from all these guild islands, so you know how much profit to expect from something like this. Okay, so let's start off with how to set up your island and houses. First things first, to build houses, you need an island. You can buy a personal island in any major city by talking to the island merchant. You can see the beach icon here. You do need premium to buy an island, but there's a good news that once you have bought it, you don't need premium to keep using it. I have covered everything about owning an island and its cost in the part 1 of this video. I'll put the link in the description below. You can check that out for a detailed breakdown of everything. Now that you have an island, you can press H on your keyboard to bring out the build menu. Go to the house tab and place a house on an empty plot. Now for a tier 2 house, you will need 30 rough logs, 3 rough stones and 180 tier 2 stone blocks. Now you can put the materials in and your house is complete. Now to upgrade the house, click on this board here and click upgrade. Then put the required material in and your house will be upgraded. Upgrading your house will allow you to house more laborers and furniture. Here is the list of the cost of upgrading and the housing capacity. 2 things to note here. The amount of stone blocks do not increase while upgrading the house. However, only the amount of rough logs and rough stones will increase. The maximum labor limit is 3, and you get 3 laborers at tier 5 house, which means that you can start getting decent profit from tier 5 houses. I have prepared a cost breakdown of upgrading a house to tier 8. This is based on current price of stone blocks in Bridgewatch in Asia server. It may vary for you depending on your server and your time. Higher tier houses are very expensive, so I would suggest that you should not rush to build tier 7 or tier 8 houses. The investment will be too high and the returns will not scale as fast for a beginner player. Instead, I would say you can start with multiple tier 5 or tier 6 houses, and in a maxed out island you can build up to 16 houses. So in a house you can place laborers and furniture. But before we get into laborers, let me tell you something about guild island and guild halls in short. To buy a guild island, you need to create a guild and then go to the island merchant in the city to purchase a guild island. In the guild island, you can place a guild hall, and if you upgrade the guild island, you can place multiple houses, and you can upgrade your guild hall and your houses to maximum of tier 8. So let me give you a quick list of guild island upgrade cost and how many housing plots you will get. Here as well, you can place houses on the building plot and place laborers in the guild hall and the houses. In the guild hall, you can place up to 15 laborers and up to 70 furniture. Here's a list of materials that is required to upgrade a guild hall. As you can see that the number of stone blocks for a guild hall is very high. It's 900 stone blocks, and high tier stone blocks are very expensive. So it is better to upgrade it to tier 5 or tier 6 max, and from there you can start getting profit from it. The first thing you should place in your house is a chest. These are very useful and have a great utilization. You won't have to keep buying bank taps, and as the bank taps keep getting expensive, the tier 5 chests are pretty good, and even for late game they are pretty useful. Now let's talk about laborers, the heart of passive income. Laborers are NPC who go out, they work, and they bring back resources and silver. There are several types of laborers, but here we can categorize them in 3 types: gathering laborers, crafting laborers, and the mercenary laborers. The gathering laborers will bring back raw resources, while the crafting laborers will bring back refined materials, and the mercenary laborers will bring back silver. To place a laborer in your house, you need laborer contracts, which you can buy from the market directly, or you can also get them in your house here, as you can see here. The laborers that you buy from your house will be very low tier, and the more work they do, the more quests they complete, the more resources they bring, however you want to put it, they will get experience from it and they will level up. So how do laborers work? Once you place the laborers, you can give them filled up journals of their occupation here, and after 22 hours they will bring back the respective resources. The amount of resources that they will bring back will depend on the tier of the laborer, the tier of the journals used, the happiness level of the to get the maximum return rate, which is 150%. You have to set up your house and your laborers to the most optimal way. So here's I will show you how to set up your laborers most effectively so that you can always get the 150% return rate. Tier of the laborer should be same as the tier of the house or the guild hall. Place 1 table of same tier for every 3 laborers. Place 1 bed of same tier for each laborer. You have to place trophies of tier 2 to the tier of the laborer. For example, for a tier 6 laborer, you need to place 5 trophies from tier 2 to tier 6. 1 trophy of each tier is enough for 3 laborers. For gathering and mercenary laborers, place occupation-based trophies in the same manner, that is tier 2 to tier 6 trophies for a tier 6 laborer. To buy these trophies, go to categories, go to other, go to laborers, then trophies, and here you can select your desired occupation. For fishermen, let's go to fish, and you can see all the fisherman trophies here, and you can buy all these trophies from tier 2 to tier 8 from this menu only. Now, to get 150% return rate, you will have to give laborer journals which are 1 tier lower. That means you should give a tier 6 laborer a tier 5 journal and a tier 7 laborer, tier 6 journals for the maximum return rate. There are more than one ways to profit from the laborers. Number 1. Buying and selling journals. You can directly buy empty journals from the laborers and sell them in the market for a decent profit. Filling up and selling journals. You can buy empty journals, fill them up yourself, and you can sell them in the market. You can send laborers on jobs, then sell their corresponding yielded resources. Of course, you can craft with these resources and sell the crafted items. When you send the laborers on jobs, they gain experience and level up their tier. You can just upgrade their tier over time and eventually pick them up and sell the laborer contract directly in the market. And this is a pretty good way to make profit. Now, before we talk about money, I want to thank all of you for supporting me. Your support means a lot to me and it motivates me to make more quality content. Now you can support me directly by joining my YouTube membership program. There are a bunch of perks there, you can check it out, and I will be happy to help you on every way with your economy or your gameplay. Be sure to check that out, and I'll be very grateful if you join my membership. I really appreciate you for your support. Now let's get back to the video. Your profit will depend on following things: tier of the house and the tier of the laborers, happiness level of the laborers, and what you decide to do with the resources that is given by the laborers. Usually it is a good practice to utilize the resources and craft something with it. This way you can make even more profits. For high tier laborers, I find fisherman laborers are very profitable because I can fill the journals myself, which grants me even more profit. And moreover, I can cook with the returned fishes and double my profit. I personally do a lot of fishing and cooking. That way I can double my profit very easily. I have made an in-depth guides about fishing and cooking. I'll put the links to the videos in the description below. You can watch those videos to maximize your profit. But if you don't do fishing or cooking, you can still do crafting laborers if your house is tier 7 or tier 8. Your goal should be to recover your initial build cost in a few weeks, and after that it's just pure profit. I have this tier 7 guild hall here. As you can see, I have optimized everything. Now let's send them to work. I have decided to give half of them tier 6 journals and half of them tier 7 journals. That way you can check the profit and compare. After 22 hours, we'll see what they get me, and we'll calculate how much profit we get from tier 6 and tier 7 laborers. After 22 hours, they have given us tier 6 and tier 7 resources, and here let me bring up the calculation. If we calculate the profit for tier 6 journals, the cost of 7 tier 6 journal is 123k, and they brought back 231k. So it's a profit of 28.5k for 7 laborers, and profit for each laborer turns out to be 7.1k. So my guild hall of 15 laborers would have given me 106k for tier 6 journals. And if we calculate the same for tier 7 journals, the cost of 7 tier 7 journal is 308k. They brought back 484k. So our profit turns out to be 176k for 7 laborers. That's 25k silver for each laborer. So my guild hall would have given me total of 377k silver every day. So if we calculate the profit from the house, a maxed out island will have 16 houses, which will have 48 laborers. So if I use tier 6 journal, it will give me a profit of around 340k silver, and with tier 7 journals, it will generate a profit of around 1.2 million silver every single day. Of course, there is an RNG involved, so this profit will vary every day. So setting up a laborer takes a lot of silver and investment. You will not see your return for quite a few weeks at least, but once your investment is paid off, you're bound to make a daily profit of around 300k to 1.2 million to even more with your 8 laborers. Let me give you some tips here. If you are planning to use laborers as your passive income, you should build your first island or guild island in Bridgewatch because the price of stone blocks in Bridgewatch is the cheapest. It is due to the refining bonus in Bridgewatch. If you are new, start with tier 5 houses or tier 6 houses and laborers. Rather than profit from journals, try making profit from selling empty journals, or level up your laborers and sell them as contracts. Remember that the tier of your laborer should be the same as the tier of your house and not above. If it levels up above the tier of your house, always sell them as contracts and buy new laborers. If you have money to get tier 8 house and laborers, your most profitable bet will be to do crafting laborers, or you can also do fisherman laborers if you are planning to cook and if you do a lot of cooking. And this has been my experience, and I have made a lot of profit from this way by doing crafting laborers and fisherman laborers. Last and most important tip is that you should never overdo this. If you overdo this, it will start to feel more like a chore and you will get burned out soon. As you saw, I have invested more than $1 billion silver in these islands and guild halls if you include the premium prices. But after doing this only for a month, I got completely burned out, and this is the main reason why I took almost an year gap from Albion. I had to take a break, and now I have returned to the game with a new account. I had to tell this to you guys before you invest, so just relax and take it slow. Tell me in the comments what is your favorite type of laborers to use, and if you found this video helpful, and if so, give a like or share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my upcoming videos, and thank you for watching.